Welcome to Crypto Therapy, your safe space to untangle the wild world of digital coins. Whether you're a crypto newbie or a blockchain believer, we've got you covered. Now, let's count down the top 5 cryptos you need to know. Number 5, BNB, Binance Coin. This one's the VIP pass to Binance perks and lower trading fees. Number 4, XRP, Ripple. Big banks love it, and so do fast transactions. Number 3, USDT, Tether, a stablecoin. No wild price swings here, just good old dollar vibes. Number 2, ETH, Ethereum, the king of smart contracts, NFTs, and decentralized apps. Number 1, BTC, Bitcoin, the OG, the legend, the digital gold. No surprises here, folks. Stick around for more crypto therapy, where we make crypto fun, easy, and stress-free. Smash that like and subscribe. See you next time.
Yo, welcome to Crypto Therapy, everybody. Today is March 29, 2025. I'd like to introduce Miss Nina Blossom, Mr. Marvelous Marvin Davis, and special guest today, Mr. Zamn.
Yay!
Salute to Mr. Zamn, baby.
Salute.
Shout out Marvin Davis, FUMA Boy'Z, and not last but not least, the wonderful Nina Blossom. Thank you guys for having me on tonight.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you.
Yep,
Tonight we're gonna learn some things about Mr. Zamn. He's an interesting character. I first saw him on CKJ's show chat. You know, he frequents there.
How you gonna call a dude a character like he in a book?
What? He's a cool cat, man.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Dad, you a character, dog. You ain't
oh my God, Mr. Zamn, don't let him do.
It's all good. All good. I'm just glad to be here. Listen, not too many people get an opportunity. One, when they're uncomfortable, but two, to be there with some incredible people that are doing a lot for the XRPL. You guys have been working consistently. You know, I even stepped away from the game for a minute, but to see that you guys consistently stay at it and do all the work you do and educate the community and provide support and just, you know, uplift everybody, even when the markets are down, you guys are there. You know, when they're up, you guys show up. It's just great to be in a space with 3 individuals that know what's going on, that stay plugged in, and I couldn't be more honored than to be here on stage with all of you.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Zamn. Thank you.
Hey, man. Hey, much gratitude, brother.
Yes, we appreciate that.
Likewise, man. Appreciate that, man.
That was
heartfelt. That was hard to handle.
It really was. Okay, I would like to start off with the obvious question. The first question that everyone likes to know is what year did you get into crypto?
Yeah, it was 2017, maybe at the end of starting 2018, actually. You know, like I spoke the other night on Dipito, it was weird because we had 8-8 on the Super Bowl pool, my brother and I, and and we were like, yeah, there's no way you can have an 8-8 and get the top, you know, payout on a Super Bowl pool, and it was a significant amount. It was a little over, I think it was like over 25 grand or something like that. But anyway, we took that and we studied options under a guy named Julian Stewart. He offers short-term investment strategies, and he teaches you options. He goes through the basics, and you know, one thing led to another from there. We really understood how markets work. We got our butt kicked a lot, you know, but at the same time, it developed that muscle that you need mentally to prepare for how to deal with markets. One thing led to another. That led to us having experience with crypto, and a couple guys at my brother's job told him about it, and he was like, James is like, I don't know mathematics, so I know you're a math guy, check this out. And he showed it to me, and I was like, all right, cool, let's lock in. So we locked in and started watching, you know, Sam I Am, CKJ specifically. Before I go further, I got to give credit to where credit is due. CKJ, Steak and Bake Bully, Team Green are the ones that kind of put things in perspective for me and allowed me to, be a little bit more involved on the level that I wasn't even comfortable doing. So shout out to them. Big shout out to them because they support me.
Salute to Zilla and Team Green, man.
Yeah. It's all about XR Zillas, man. That's why I got the hoodie on. That's why it's in my back.
Yeah, we see your banner in the back. Okay, XR Zillas representing.
IBF is strong. The community is strong. So shout out to those guys. But yeah, that was where the journey began. Watching them and just understanding what XRP was going to go do for the world, and we were convinced right away. We played with Tron, Litecoin, Bitcoin, everything that initially took off. We participated in that, but that's pretty much where the start began.
Okay, I love that.
Oh, yeah, CKJ, man, and kicked off a lot of people's careers, whether it's on YouTube or just in the crypto space. So that brother definitely deserves his flowers. Anytime somebody can
shout
give it
out
to him,
again,
man.
CKJ. That's
Yeah,
a
man.
lovely guy. Okay.
Pioneer, man. Set trends. Those 100K challenges put a lot of money in people's pockets, and it's not just about the money. It's about understanding what you're doing, and people need to understand that it's about research. It's like what you guys do. You guys research and everything. Sorry, go ahead,
bro. It's only about.
No.
It's on. I'm here to get paid. I believe y'all got those great morals in the crew. Yo, I'm trying to get this brand, dog.
All right, well, so I'll precursor that with some other things, but 2022, after the everything took a nice dive.
I love it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but 2022 made me realize that you have to look a little bit further than just being in tokens and price action. Like you have to understand where the substance is, what's going on with these tokens, and what people that have more opportunities than we do to have those backdoor conversations, to understand the just the algorithms and why the algorithms do what they do. Like I really dove into that. So credit to Wharton School of Business. They offered a blockchain course, economics of blockchain. And I took that course, got a deeper dive into things like Algorand and how legislation was going to tie in. They provided me a lot of insight on how to understand blockchain on a different level. So that was what I did during the down period. So, and there were some incredible students there, incredible professors, but they all provided enough information for me to say, I'm going to stick with this thing even through the down times.
Okay.
I got to do the Marvin, bro. It wouldn't be right if I didn't cut you off.
No, you got.
Marvin trademark.
You said something that struck a nerve with me.
Okay.
And you said you went to the Wharton School of Business during the downtime in crypto, the bear market.
Yeah.
That's when most people quit crypto.
Yeah, that's it off, boy. I get my rocks off.
Listen to what he just said, y'all. During the downtime in crypto, instead of watching the market go down, he did something about it. And what he did was, he said, I need more information. I'm going to go get some professional help. I'm going to pay somebody to teach me what I don't know.
Absolutely.
Dope.
Y'all,
so, Mr.
Zamn,
man,
that was good.
Hey.
I love a bear market. I love a bear market, dog.
Yes.
A bear market and a declining market, I'm just buying more because we already know that's what we use for. So if they're not smart, I'm just keeping it funky. I ain't had enough beer, but if they're dumb enough to let me stay in this game and buy more, and I know what's gonna happen with it, it's on you, dog. You don't have to do it at your country club.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Zamn, what was the first crypto you purchased when you got in?
The first crypto I purchased, I think, was Litecoin. It was one of the easiest ones to get on Coinbase.
Okay.
And the price made sense based on everything else. Bitcoin was already out. And, I learned about Bitcoin in see, I've been at the university since 2006. I learned about Bitcoin in 2013, and Gadget started to do daily updates on Bitcoin. And Gadget's a website, like they're still in operation, but they started putting people on game about it. And once they did, I was like, this is funny money. And then they talked about the guy that pizzas with it. So of course you're not going to take it seriously because you only understand fiat. I mean, that's anything I've ever been taught. You know, for me, you know, I mean, dollars came any way that we made sure it happened. I'm from North Jersey, so
okay, dope.
Much, but yeah, you learn to hustle differently based on your environment. What'd you say, Fuma? I'm sorry.
He said they don't want to go to North Jersey, dog.
Hey.
Shaq from
that's where Naughty. What he told me the other day. Naughty by Nature and Queen Latifah.
Naughty by Nature, yeah, Trench.
Yeah, all those guys. We grew up with them. Kazori, shout out to East Orange. Good way to learn how to handle yourself. I'll put it that way.
Jersey, Trenton.
Yes.
Okay, let me tell y'all a story, dog.
All right, let's hear it.
My sister husband, my sister, hold on. Hey, my wife's sister got married in Trenton. He was a police officer for the state, right? The night before, we hanging out with his homeboys. I had to look at one and ask him if he was really a cop because he looked like a criminal. Like you can tell, dog. The cops look like the criminals, and the criminals look like the cops, dog. I'm talking.
Wow.
You a cop, dog? He's like, yeah, I'm a cop. I don't see your badge. I'm looking at it in the hotel like, dog, you ain't no cop, dog. You're a criminal, dog. You look like one. So the next day at the wedding, I think it's like a Hilton that's downtown. And it's got a parking lot that's like in the back of it where the ballroom's on the first floor. So my homeboy called me. He said he wouldn't come back to the States. So, you know, he was a Marine over in Japan. So he called me. I'm outside in the parking lot. Like I step away because, you know, we always have these conversations with homies. And I noticed these dudes, they was like down the street looking at me. I'm on the phone. And like, you know how you look down and you look back up? They're like 10 feet closer. I look down again. I look up. They 10 feet closer. I said, hey, dog, I got to go. And these people try to jack me, dog. I went in with all the cops.
Yeah.
They were just outside looking like, I guess he went in with the cops. So,
nah, man, you learned your lesson well. Like there's lessons to be learned, especially in certain parts of the state, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys can bleep some of this stuff out because I'm giving too much about. Oh no, you can't. This is live.
No,
it's not live, but
no, we're not live. It's pre-recorded. All
right, just bleep the certain parts. I'm gonna need you guys to bleep because I don't want anybody knowing where I'm at right now.
That part.
I'll tell you the problem, bro.
Yeah.
You wanna know what the problem is?
Uh-oh.
Nobody here know how to edit. So if you want to work with me, help me figure it out.
You know what? You want to start over?
Nah, it's all good. It's all good, man.
Hey, now, if you want to help me edit it, because I've been trying to get my son and my daughter. We gonna do it.
I told him the free labor don't work. He need to hire a room.
Right.
I'm paying him, dog.
Yeah, but they your kids.
So wait, I gotta kind of flip it a little bit. I want to understand more about FUMA. I want to understand more about Nina. I want to understand more about Marvin. Please, I mean, I know you guys probably did it on multiple episodes, but I'm here right now and I'm learning all this in real time. So please give me a little bit about yourself.
Oh my God, are you trying to interview us?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with it though.
Mr. Zamn. Okay, this is different, Mr. Zamn. All right. Let Marvin go first. I call him Marvin.
Then we let Marvin go. Because Marvin gonna cut you off when he feel he ready.
Let Marvin go first.
Okay, shoot, ask away, man.
Pow pow.
Listen, man, how did you get started? What year was it? What sparked that flame for you, Marvin?
So, I got a younger cousin.
Yeah, I know about Marvin. I'm glad that.
Y'all know. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I got a younger cousin, man, that I had inquired about 2016, 17, I had seen Bitcoin and I was looking for something to invest in, and I was looking at penny stocks, and I ran across this YouTube video of Case Sway in the Morning interviewing a guy in prison. They called him Wall Street, and he learned how to read and write by learning how to trade penny stocks. But I couldn't figure the penny stocks game out, and everybody that I talked to about stocks was blowing me off. And anything investing that was blowing me off. 2-3 weeks go by. So finally, my cousin called me again in 2021, and he says, "You still looking to invest?" And I said, "Hell yeah, what you got?" And he said, "It's this thing called Dogecoin, something Doge, DOGE." I was like, "Okay, bet. How do I get it?" So my entry point into crypto was Robinhood, the exchange Robinhood, and Dogecoin. And I'm gonna tell you, it took me 2.5 days to get Dogecoin on Robinhood. So that tell you how green I was when I came in. I couldn't even buy, one crypto. And for me, the crypto wasn't a crypto; it was an asset. I mean, no, it was it wasn't a crypto; it was a share. So it wasn't a token or a coin; it was a share. So that's how I got into crypto, man. And then what happened was I initially invested $350 in the Dogecoin. I backdoored and did another 300, so that was 650, and the 650 within 5 months turned into almost 20 grand. And I knew I was on to something. I just didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I had to figure it out.
Beautiful.
So that's my quick spiel.
Nice.
Wow. I don't know if I want to even go after Mark. No, I'm joking. I'll go. Okay, so it was 2021. I was in a Bitcoin forum because everybody knew about Bitcoin. I think it was a forum called Quora, and then they had mentioned XRP. So I started looking into that, but I went on YouTube looking for other, just crypto period to see if I can get more familiar with it. And I ran into the dude Kevin Cage, and he spoke a lot about DAG Constellation, and that was the first coin I bought. And after that, I started doing more research on XRP, and I knew that was a baby right there after that. So I've been buying ever since, man. XRP is the one.
XRP is the one.
Yes.
Let me think. You want me to go?
Yeah, you guys.
It's your turn. No,
it's your turn.
I could have kept talking now. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just go ahead and we'll switch it over to this. So the question is like, how do I get into crypto?
Yes.
Oh man.
And the year.
Okay, the first time I heard about crypto was about 2011. A buddy of mine, his name was Orville Clark. I'm gonna call him out because he ain't been calling me, and I haven't spoken to him in 4 years. I'm calling him and talking to his brother because I don't know, Orville be on some weird stuff. He's one of them. I don't know if y'all got a homeboy in your life that he'll come in and y'all be tight, then he leave out, and he come back in.
Yeah.
He's got to track it.
We don't need you to get it together. Okay.
And then I have to ask him, like, where you been? He be like, oh, man, I've been working on this project. I'm like, bro, you worked
for 4 years.
Bro, he is like that in my life. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Okay. So Orville goes MIA.
Okay. Yeah, man. And then like I'll have a weird dream and call him and he'll pick up the phone. Like, what's up, man? I'm like, bro, why don't you pick up the phone for a year or two? He's like, oh, I've been working on this new project, bro. Like he's that's the way his mind is though. But so Orville called me, man, and he was like, man, I found something you need to look at. I'm like, what's up? He's like, man, it's this thing called Bitcoin. This was 2011. It was around early January of 2011, if not December 2010. So I looked at it and he was like, man, instead of buying that plasma TV that you've been talking about, you're going to go ahead and buy this Bitcoin for $2,000. Put $2,000 on it and you'll be good for life. You never have to work again. Just save it and hold. I was like, I was cocky. Nah, that's trash, dog. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I ain't worth nothing. So fast forward, I'm still watching it. Coinbase comes out. Everyone in my area gets cable and DSL at their houses. Like everyone had DSL, but that's when Bright House started coming out and Spectrum, whatever y'all call it.
Yes.
So everybody started getting that, so everything started getting faster. And then as I see the internet turn up at people's houses, man, I'm seeing crypto, the little Bitcoin stuff, and Ethereum just inching out. And I'm like, so it wasn't until 2017 I first started buying Bitcoin, which is a little late. And then I got fudded out. I talked to this dude I thought knew something. And, of course, he was like, oh, they worth nothing.
That's unfortunate. I hate that.
But during like the early times I read about XRP. I read the white paper off of Coinbase. You take the little test on Coinbase to get the extra crypto. That's me every week today. Oh shit, they give it a free out. Get this. Y'all do that. Y'all don't do that.
No, yeah.
Crypto.com. Yeah, take them little tests. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I go on the things, get that crypto my whole storage. So, man, I had read this XRP. The first time you read the XRP white paper, you like, hold on, I don't think I read that right, because they're detailed, but they're not too technical detailed. They're just telling you what they're going to use it for. And then you start thinking about it. Like for me, man, I had to go outside and smoke a black because I was thinking about it. I go outside. I just read, dog. No, it ain't right. So you go smoke a black, say right. Then you go read it again. And you start Googling stuff, and you start finding out. And after that, I was like, okay, this is gonna be big, but I just don't know when. But I know I have to accumulate enough of this, and if I do enough of it, my kids and great grandkids, none of them will ever have to work again. So,
yeah, but
and then you all probably went through this. I went through that phase of I'm preaching it on the rooftop, and I'm thinking the credibility of what I do for a living and all the good works that I do when I do for my regular job, because I'm an IT guy by trade. And I'm fixing stuff. Everybody knows, he the man, he know this. And I'm telling this stuff, everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, hold on, you trust me to run your multi-million-dollar business? You trust me to go do this, but you're not trusting me on this. Like, nah, dog. You're crazy. All right, go ahead, dog. It wasn't crazy when the tweets came out, though.
Yo, exactly. It's funny because
go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead, bro.
It's funny because I got some really close friends from high school that we still hang out to this day, and we would take, every now and then we meet like quarterly. We go out to a bar or something like a lounge and chill out. And one time we went to a spot in Newark, and when we went to the spot, I was in there, I'm like, yo, you heard about this coin? You heard about that? And they're like, oh, here go Mr. Zamn again, talking that crypto crap. And I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, y'all want to listen. Long story short, I think we ran up a tab. It was crazy. It was in the thousands, the tab for the night. All we did was drink. But because everybody around us started gravitating, trying to find out about crypto, including the waitresses that was there. At the end of the night, it was like, yo, everybody wanted to be on board. And I'm like, yo, I'm too messed up to try to tell you how to on board. But that just shows you that people that used to laugh at it now, you could laugh and cry later. But, now, I mean, hey, everything that Chicken Little mentality is really fading away at this point.
The sky is falling.
I be so cocky on people, man. Like I was in a meeting. Actually, we had this meeting and we get out and they was trying to joke me about crypto. So I started hitting them with the technicals like, yo, you don't know about ISO 2022? And I'm like, and these are some major hitters. I'm just sitting there. I don't care. I got enough money to bounce right now.
Yo, that's
so I start hitting with that.
You in there with the heavy hitters and they don't even see it yet. That just tells you how much room is left.
Man, the heavy hitters are dinosaurs, dude. Let me tell you what's going on with them guys. Because I sit and I talk to them. They're still wrapped up in stock. They're still wrapped up in stock, not seeing that the underlying layer of stock can be on the blockchain. And it can be continuously traded. They can only trade it from 9 to 5 right now when a broker's there. They're not looking at that. But you got to realize, let's just be funky, dog. There's a lot of people, man, who was born before the Cold War, so their mind is stuck at the Reagan era.
Facts.
right? Even though the new tech is coming out, they're stuck in the Reagan era while the CIA has made all these technical advances, made these technical advances, and they stuck there. They ain't moving. So guess what? I'm gonna be at the country club with y'all.
that and the fact that
I'm not showing no consideration. Else.
Most people that our parents' ages, they were taught to go to work for somebody else and save the little money that they could, that they didn't have to spend to help take care of the family. They needed a nest egg, something for a rainy day. They weren't taught to invest. So what they did was they strived to get these good jobs that's paying, $100,000 or 50. Back then 50,000 was good for our parents. So now 100,000 is good. So people are comfortable with that 100. That's secure for them. It's not security, but it's secure. They're secure because they can go out and I make 100,000 a year, and that's cool for some people. That's all they want to be able to say is I make $100,000 a year. Not breaking down their expenses. Do you really make that? No. But so I have a question. I think I've asked both of my compadres here this question. And I'd like to ask you, Mr. Zamn, because I asked everybody this question. So what is Mr. Zam's goal after Mr. Zam's goals are reached in this crypto space? Meaning you hit your $10, $20 XRP, price, and say for you, you want to, leave the game alone. What's next? Is it over for you after crypto, or are you through investing? Or where do you go from here once you reach your mark?
Or will you become a DJ?
No, listen, man. Marvin, you said something that struck a nerve with me, and it's near and dear to my heart. A lot of my conversation with people recently is how do we help those that are going to be left out? It's very, very important to realize that a lot of us have a new responsibility once things appreciate and value and accelerate.
Yes.
It's not about us going out and buying a bunch of BS that we do not need at that point. It's about us going back to the days when, we look at, I don't want to misspeak on the state, but we all know what happened when that detonation set off in a specific region of the country and who was involved in that and how that kind of eliminated a lot of growth that was happening for people of color.
Are you talking about you could be, we don't care. You can say what you want on here, though. We don't hide that.
I know, but again, you want this to go further than what the algorithm will allow us to. So that's why I'm saying it in code. But you know what I'm talking about. There was a specific incident that happened. People of color were thriving, doing well. Yeah. And then they came in. Black Wall Street.
Okay.
That was in Oklahoma, I believe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, what is our responsibility? What are we left to do at this point? It's not to go out here and
not hook up the homies.
I mean, listen, man. Look, if we are having a good time, listen, they're gonna chill and get that top shelf the way that they want it. Like, that's on occasion. But the real goal, man, listen, Marvin, man, you said it exactly right. Like the people that are older, the people that aren't going to know that, there's no longer any paper money available. There's no more going to the bank and doing traditional ways of doing finance. Like that's going to be out the window in 5 years. And then what do we need to do to help them at that point? And that's kind of like what my mission and my goal is, to teach people how to onboard, learn the ropes, even if it's on a micro level. Just give them the basic necessities that they need to operate this thing. Yeah, you might have to grab a phone to do it. You might have to be in front of your computer to do some of it, but you need to know something in this space in order to continue to do business. You don't want to be part of that UBI and just be left out. You know what I mean? Like you got to really you got to really get to a point where accept the fact that things are changing and adapt. And if you don't adapt at this point, you're going to be left out. Here's a way to do it. We got people like Nina, Marvin, FUMA here to help you. Let's get that thing done, man. Let that be a mission, because God is going to grant us opportunities that we've never, ever seen in our lives before. So we have to be good stewards and get back in that same capacity.
I'm gonna have to make a correction. I'm gonna have to make a correction with Mr. Zamn just said. Don't call FUMA. You better call Marvin and Nina.
Wow.
Yo, man.
FUMA has a good heart. He's just saying that shit.
Oh, I'm going out like old boy from The Wire.
Oh, hell no.
Yo, no. I truly mean that's near and dear to my heart, man. Shout out to the church that allowed me to become an elder early on in life.
Okay.
I learned a lot being a good steward in certain ways. You know, and when God calls you to do stuff, and it may not be when your timing is ready for it, but His timing, you have to accept that as well, because there's lessons to be learned in that. And when you learn your lessons there, and you're able to go ahead and, you know, facilitate certain things, like there's a major choir that I was associated with years ago, and I was just a guidance counselor for them. But they went on to do Harlem and, you know, be of great notoriety because of the minister that was involved. Actually, shout out to Minister Davis. You guys can look him up, Minister Davis, and there's a certain choir. One of the guys actually ended up having a music.
That's a good last name. That's a good last name.
Yeah. Exactly. One of them going to have their own career. Shout out to him as well. I'm trying not to say any names, but it's good to see people do things in the beginning by being obedient to God's work, and then seeing that blossom into a couple of different things. And I'm using a lot of you guys' names in this, so it's kind of like it's working. This algorithm's working.
I heard the blossom. Yeah, I heard the blossom.
Yeah. But yeah. Start with God, man. Keep them at the center. We stay focused, no matter how much things appreciate. We have to be responsible and be good stewards.
Talk about it. It's God's money, and I'm gonna do what He tells me to do with it. Bottom line.
Absolutely.
Most important.
I love that, Mr. Zamn. Okay.
Most important thing.
I do have another question for you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So
after what? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
it's our first time you got written questions written out.
I don't. It's just Mr. Zamn makes me want to be all professional and shit.
I'm gonna have to bug your phone, Nina. You got to be at me tonight. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, check it out though, FUMA. I saw something somewhere, man, and I hit Nina. And I hit both of y'all in the group message, and I said, we're gonna have to change kind of because everybody doing the same shit. Everybody asking the same questions. Everybody is interviewing people now. I'm saying, so everybody asking people the same. So people have told their story 3 or 4 damn times. So I mean, let's be organic and just ask shit, that nobody's asked is what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But still keep it crypto at the same time.
Exactly. So I'm going there. Thank you, Marby. Hello. That's what I'm doing. So, all right. Let me cook, y'all. Let me shut up. No, but anyway. All right.
Serious chemistry. It's like Three's Company, man.
I know. Those are my boys, man. That's those are my bros.
Yeah, we fight too, shit.
Oh, hell yeah, we fight.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's a funny story. And then she gonna get mad at me for telling them.
No, FUMA, you not right backstage, babe. Backstage. Down, boy. All right. Dang, I forgot my question. So Mr. Zamn, so were your family like giving you a little pushback about crypto? I know, just like us, you told your family members, and how did they react to you? Do they still think you're crazy? Because like I get crazy a lot. Oh, you're crazy, but now that XRP went up, I'm just a little bit not crazy no more. So
Nina, you know what's funny? I get a lot of support from my family. I
That's
mean, a
good.
ton of support from them. The fact that, you know, I was always the little geeky kid, the nerd, like they know that when I come bring something to them, they at least have to take a look at it. And you know, my wife is very supportive. My mom, you
That's
know, I
awesome.
have brothers and sisters and cousins that are all supportive, and my, you know, even my really close friends, they've all been supportive. Then pretty much they said, you know what, if you do this thing, we're gonna follow behind. And you know, the only stinger is the fact that one time we got burnt bad, and that was that MTI incident, man. I talked about that the other night too. We got burnt, and my cousin, guy I trust, he's one of the most incredible MLM people that have ever touched that mic. Like he went out and did things with there was a company years ago. It was like one of those long distance companies. So I'm
Bro,
trying to keep things very vague.
hold on. I was a part of that, dude, because I was selling telephone service.
Yep.
Telephone, and you could RCN. Man, I was making money off of RCN.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. See,
it was like 500 down. It was 500 down.
Yep.
And then I got brought in Orlando, Florida, and I was like, this ain't real. And I start faxing off all that paperwork. You know, when you sign somebody up for the long distance and local.
Yes.
Man, I was signing up people like left and right, man, and my checks was coming in. I was busting about 100 a month, and I was growing. My checks was. I mean, I was like, oh, this is real. And I was not 100 a month was like only about 3 or 4 people. And I started busting them out, man. And then the numbers started going up, and then they turned it off.
Yeah. They turned it off, but he was one of those really, really high up people in the Georgia area, like very, very high up. And you know, I was taking his lead. And then somebody told him about MTI, and then he brought us in. And what killed me was the fact that we all had a significant amount of XRP at this point. Because mind you, this was post Super Bowl, so we had a decent amount of XRP in there. But we decided to roll it into Bitcoin because what happened with MTI was they had bots that were trading the amount that you put in Bitcoin, and the more people you brought in, of course, your amount of Bitcoin was appreciating a lot faster. And it got to a point where it was the numbers were really crazy. But then this dude kind of just did a ghost. He ghosted everybody. And when he ghosted everybody, it left us in a bad position. And this was right around the time COVID was starting to hit hard. So we got the 1-2 whammy, like we were hit. And it wasn't just me. I brought a lot of family members in. And I tell everybody to this day, you know, my mission, that's another mission I have, to make sure that this time, whatever I do has to be 100% legit because of the way it affected them. And it's always stuck with me. So I have a mission and a goal to see this thing through and educate myself, and then also provide education and keep it rolling from there.
Hey, quick question. With the multi-level marketing stuff, man, what happened with it? Why they pull all the phone accounts from everybody?
I wish I had a true answer on that, but we could talk behind the scenes. I can tell you exactly what happened because my cousin was that top level dude there. Like he was at the top end. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So y'all, to tell you how fresh this was, they gave you the ability as a rep to sign people up to get long distance and local distance from you. And then they was getting ready to move into DSL. Right. And then they was getting ready to move into power. And this came after the regulations that Bill signed into law. Bro, when I said I was sitting here in Florida signing people up, faxing my paperwork in, I was getting them, dude. And I was like, I'm gonna get this DSL. And people was legitimately, their phone bills was lower because you rack up a $200, $300 phone bill, but these phone bills was coming at $50.
Yeah.
Right. And man, we was killing Bell South in Florida, dog.
Yep.
I was killing, man.
I understand. There was money to be made then, and you guys probably were doing a lot better than me. I didn't really do a lot with it because, you know, I felt like I came in late and I was still kind of learning my way. And, you know, I was a knucklehead then. I was running the streets a little bit. So it was just a difficult time. And
let me tell you how I legitimized myself with it, though. You want to hear how I did it?
Yeah.
I got a website. I still got a website to this day. I got a website called Stone Mile. I started my company called Stone Mile Technology, but before I had my official C Corp, I had a website. So I was like, yo, how can I legitimize this? It's like, yo, let me spin up a website, Stone Mile, and let me offer it on there. But when I process the paperwork, it's through Zeddy Williams, so they don't care. It's through Zeddy, you know what I'm saying? So I had legitimized my Stone Mile company with that company first. And years later, I went and got Stone Mile Incorporated. And I had went and got Stone Mile Incorporated to do my consulting and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that business kind of helps promote my business.
Yes.
Because back in the day, if you had a website, dog, they believed you, dog. You
were ahead of the curve back then, because everybody didn't even have a website back then. Everybody was just doing word of mouth, or you went to those meetings and did a lot of the shilling there, because you had to bring people with you. So if you had a website, you were already ahead of the curve.
Yeah, man.
Now, Mr. Zamn, do you see why I wanted this guy to do a show? Do you see now why I wanted him to do
yeah,
I'm gonna put you on the spot, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Marvin, when you went to these meetings, the women were so fine in there, dog. if you was a married man in there, you had to be praying like, Lord, let me just get through this meeting and go. I don't want no coffee and
They were probably purposely planted.
And it'll be a whole bunch of people in there. You'd be like, damn. And they'd be, hey.
You heard what Nina said.
If you sell it,
yeah, they were probably purposely planted, like those pharmaceutical reps. They be sexy as fuck. Like, come on, man, come on, you come on with your little blouse undone, just a button or two. You know what I mean? After your fresh boob job, you know what you're doing.
If you was making money for the people above you, they'll shout you out in a room full of 300 people. They be like, let me bring my boy FUMA up. He got 5 people. He just started. Y'all need to get like him. And they hype you up, bro. I was in the streets trying to find everybody.
Is that who got the echo? Is that me?
That's me, I think. I think it's me. I'm gonna turn this mic down a little bit. Can you hear me still?
Don't bother me.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, Mr.
I love
Zamn.
that. Go ahead.
Can we get back on Mr. Zamn?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Mr. Zamn, what are your top 3 cryptos?
Top 3 are, of course, XRP.
Yeah.
I like the wave that Zabek is having right now. I don't care about this decline. I like Zabek a lot. I mean, Bullzilla called it, so I got to go with Bullzilla on that. My third one would be, that's kind of like a tie. I like H-bar, but at the same time, I also like Kronos because of their partnerships. I think because of the current administration, Kronos is going to do a number way better than what we expected to do.
Okay.
So
That's dope,
I have to say
that's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope as shit. Really. The Chrono shit. I was talking. I think it was me, FUMA, and Tails last week. Me, FUMA, Tails, and Nina. We were talking about Chronos chain and Crypto.com. The Staples Center. I'm from LA originally, so I'm a Laker fan by birthright.
Right.
So we were talking about the Staples Center being changed. What was it? 3 years ago to Crypto.com.
Correct.
Like, it's in your fucking face, man.
In your
face. Yeah.
Like,
and as legislation comes and they see the Lakers play, first thing they're going to see is that Crypto.com logo.
There you go.
They're going to know where to go.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. All right, Mr. Zamn, what is your biggest project that you have your eye on after We Moon? What's one of the first projects you want to get into?
I wish I could talk about it, but it's already in play.
Oh, okay.
And the only reason I can't do that is because I already have a number of NDAs that are
no problem. I just knew you were working on something, man. I knew it.
Yeah. And I have, it's only a team of 4 right now that are doing it. But because we already established the NDAs and we're talking to specific people that are going to help move this thing forward. I'm not able to speak about it at the moment, but I wish I could give you the alphas. Matter of fact, as soon as I know the alpha's available, I'm going to ask if you guys can have me back on so we can talk about it.
Oh, for shit show. Come on, man.
Okay, I like it.
Man.
I like it.
Yeah, you guys are going to get the exclusive first.
Oh, that's what's up.
That'll be dope.
Look out.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
it's way beyond. Let's just say it's not attached to a token, but it's something that's long overdue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Built up curiosity. It's building. Okay.
This is crazy, y'all. Look, I'm in Texas. FUMA's in Florida. Nina's in California.
Mm-hmm.
Now, something that you may not know about us three, Mr. Zamn, also is we're all three California babies. We were all three born in California.
Oh, for real? Let me tell you something about the West Coast, man, real quick. And that's coming from an East Coast kid. When I first started traveling out there, the first trip I took, I had landed in Vegas because of an event. But I said, you know what? I have a sister that lives in OC. So I said, I'm renting a car and I'm taking that drive. So I drove through, forgive me, I don't know the exact highway, but riding through Death Valley and seeing the mountains and then getting to the coast and getting to the beach and chilling out over there. I was like, yo, y'all have a different type of specialty, y'all, man. It's very, very special on the West Coast. I'm a big fan. I'm glad I'm over here because I got to appreciate you guys more. But ever since the days of NWA, I just have a different respect for the West Coast, man.
Oh, you just dated yourself. You an OG.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. You know what I'm
No. Listen, hip hop is at my heart. Shout out to my boy Brent. My boy Brent passed away a couple years ago. But me and him did rap along with a bunch of others. You guys are going to see some of them because we're working behind the scenes with some people that have a channel and they're starting to start the onboarding process for us there. So you'll be hearing more about that in the future as well. But now hip hop, I'm a hip hop at the heart, man. Ever since.
Oh, so you saying you rap? You rap?
Okay, see, I'm trying to lead into my next question,
oh, my bad, my bad, sis.
Yes.
And I want to keep. I feel like I'm talking too much, so please don't let me say too much. And
but we interviewing you, man.
Everything.
Yeah, you know what? You
over there look like
he's
cooking up some special sauces over there. So
yeah, I want to play a rap video real quick.
Well, what my sister Nina is doing is she telling me in a slight subtle non-violent way that I'm talking too much. She's telling me to shut up.
Okay.
I wanted to address. Now, this guy has told me that he has opened for a couple of popular artists in the past, and that's what I want to get in on.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Zamn, can you please enlighten us and tell us who you've opened for, sir?
I'm gonna tell you one group, and they're not too popular now, but because they were affiliated. They were affiliated with Leaders in New School. So it's a group called what's the name? They used to rock with Outsiders, but they had a song called Attitudes. I still play it to this day. Yo, Attitudes by what's the name of that group? I gotta look them up real quick. Hold on real quick. I got my thing right here because I still play it. But if you guys check the song out called Attitudes, that was the start. Let me find out who it was by. All right. Anyway, I'll find it. But anyway, Attitudes was by a group that came out and they were spawned off of Leaders of New School. So that was Busta Rhymes' group. Busta Rhymes and Dinko and the other guy, I forget his name as well. But we started doing college circuits with them. That led to us doing stuff with De La Soul. We opened for De La Soul up in another university. So from there, because
I met them at Jesse Orange Park in Inglewood in 89, 90.
Did they do Me, Myself, and I?
Yes.
Yeah, Me, Myself.
That was my damn dog.
No. Yeah, and to really be there during that heyday when they were doing it, it was crazy. Like, because we would be on before them and then they would come on and kill it. Like, man, we had a big experience with a lot of groups because we definitely hung out with outsiders, and that was who put Eminem on. Eminem used to literally come to our city and chill and do stuff like that because he was trying to make his way. So M used to come to the hood, man. He used to hang out there. Shout out to Silk, my boy Silk. He was managing us at the time. But that led to us doing a song that really blew up. There's a sample that you guys hear now. I'm glad I'm on you guys' show because now I can put it out to the world. That Michael Jackson sample for Human Nature was originated by myself and my boy K-Ron. I can't say his real name either. But there's a sample on Human Nature that you hear on a lot of songs now. We went to New York, and because we didn't protect ourselves the correct way and we didn't have the right legal team, that sample to this day has been used multiple times and made SWV hot, Chris Brown hot. A lot of groups now are hot because of that sample, and that was something we originally came up with years ago. So yeah, I will say that. But long story short, yeah, we toured with a lot of the early groups that had success, did the new music seminars, opened with Wu-Tang, Naughty, Tupac, Biggie. We were there with all of them because we were that close. We got a deal from a major label at one point, but the deal was shady. We never took it. And then ever since then, we've just been producing, working with great artists. Some of my boys still do it. And you'll find out more about that in the months to come.
Okay. I love
and you know who else is real deep in the music, man? It was our official first interview of Blue Crew with me, FUMA, and Nina of Crypto OG. Now, me and Nina, I say Nina interviewed my boy Pay Me.
Yes, Pay Me XRP.
Yeah, we was on Alan's channel though for that interview. Crypto Navigator. But OG is deep into that part of the music scene also out of Atlanta. So she gonna be dope, man. Damn.
Yeah. Love music. I listen to everything though. I mean, shoot, right before I got in here with you guys, I was in that karaoke listening to them. Shout out to Fitz, Lady K, Gotta Be XRP, World Be Free. I'm trying to remember what in there. They were doing their thing in there, man. I listen to all genres. I love all music from all over, man, and it's universal. I don't care what you look like, what you sound like, it doesn't matter, man. I love all people. There's not many, not many things that I'm against in life at all because I just believe in good energy. And I love people that, like you guys, just have that energy as well.
That's why I like crypto, man, because crypto is the same. Exactly. I don't even want to say it because I can't explain it better than what you just did. Crypto did the same. What you just explained is what crypto done for me. It gave me a piece because it wasn't about color or genre or sex or and when I say sex, I mean male or female or age wise. It's not age discriminate. Anybody can do this unless they convince themselves that they can.
Right.
Hey,
crypto accepts everybody.
Yes.
Hey,
yeah.
We're at 53 minutes after the hour. Do you guys mind if we at the hour, bro? Do you mind if we take a break and then come back and cut another one? Are y'all cool with that?
Yeah, it's fine, man.
Yeah,
as long as you guys want to
about too fast. Damn, we just now getting going.
Wow, just got started. Okay.
Now let me smoke a black on top of that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Nobody's gonna hear my mouth without your black, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, so FYI to the people that are listening, if we don't come back, that means
Yeah,
hey, it is what it is. We may not come back, but hey, salute to the chat. Anybody that get to watch this, man. I'm telling y'all, go back and watch it.
The smoke break done turned into an hour. Okay, sorry, you guys.
Yeah, that's not my fault though, man.
Well, sometimes we get to talk about things that don't need to be discussed.
Exactly.
Everything is for everybody.
But if we don't come back, we want to thank Mr. Zamn for coming on.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate you, brother, man.
I'll make sure we come
Listen,
back
man.
I'll make sure we
man. Much obliged, man. Thank you, brother. Damn.
Nah, man, I appreciate you guys so much. I really respect everything that y'all doing. Thank you all for being there. Thank you for elevating XRPL to where it is right now and where it's going. people are going to look back in history and see these moments right here, and it's due to what you guys are putting in, the work you guys are putting in right now. I really, really appreciate you all.
Oh my God.
Hey man,
Mr.
salute
Zamn.
yourself and pat yourself on your back too, because you
Yes.
it ain't like you ain't doing the work also, brother. So it's a reason you hot right now, man. It's a reason that everybody trying to get Mr. Zamn on their shit. You feel what I'm saying? So hey,
talk about it, bro.
So hey man, hey, we are appreciative that you stopped through, man, and gave us your time, brother, because it's a lot of people, man, that respect what you do, man, and at the high level. You feel what I'm saying? So hey man, keep doing what you do, man, and stay true to you, man, and we're gonna do the same, man.
Yes.
We coming back, y'all. Y'all
Thank you for tuning in, everyone.
Let's rock out.
Later, glitches.
Salute.
All right.
Everybody stay on. I'm gonna just close it out. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna take a smoke break. We coming back. I promise y'all.
Oh my God. Don't promise.
How much time we got? How much time we got?
We got all the time in the world. We only got 5 minutes left for this show, but we're gonna cut another one, but I need a smoke break.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a smoke break. How long? Because I'm about to go let my dog out and then do the same thing. Get it.
Oh, do your thing. Do your thing.
Do your thing,
man.
Stay logged in. You see what I'm saying? Stay logged in. Don't drop the link. Just stay logged in. I'm just gonna end the recording, and we stay on, and we talk in the back, and then when we want to go live. So let's do. We want to do 15 minutes. You do 20 minutes. What you want to do?
However long you guys say.
15.
15.
I'm already unplugged.
All right, we'll do. Let's do 20.
Oh my. Okay, you see, y'all. You see what we. All right.
Hey, what you say?
20.
Nothing, baby.
We doing 20 what?
Yeah, I can hear you.
20 what?
20 what?